My shift starts at 1 a.m. No one listens at this hour.
That's what I used to think. The station is called FM 98.7, Night Voice. Small town, old building, one studio, one mic, and a red light that says, on air. Most nights are boring. I play old songs, talk to myself, read random messages from insomniacs. Sometimes I forget I'm even live, because it feels like I'm the only person awake in the world. Hello? FM 98.7, you're live.
Sir, the bus is going to crash.
What?
The bus near the railway crossing, 10 minutes from now.
Hi, you're calling a radio station, not traffic police.
2 people will die. 1 will lose his leg.
I just stared at the phone. Prank call. Has to be. I turned the mic back on and continued my show, but my hands were cold. 10 minutes later,
A bus hit a truck near the railway crossing. 2 dead, 1 critical. Lost his leg. I didn't breathe for almost a minute.
FM 98.7. My daughter will fall from the terrace. What? She's sleepwalking. She's standing on the edge. Madam, go stop her. Call someone. I already tried yesterday. I checked the time. 1:16 a.m. 7 minutes. At 1:23 a.m., a teenage girl fell from a residential building last night. She survived, but she can't move her legs. That night, I didn't play any music. I just sat close to the mic, waiting. You're on FM 98.7. Hello?
Train derailment. Platform 2. 3 deaths. Who is this?
15 minutes later, a train partially derailed at the central station. 3 people confirmed dead. That's when I understood. These callers weren't predicting the future. They were reporting it, like news reporters from tomorrow. FM 98.7, Arjun will die at 2 a.m. That's my name. Very funny. Who is this? You are. He will be found in the radio station. Heart stopped, eyes open, mic still on. I checked the clock. 1:47 a.m., 13 minutes left. I locked the studio door, called my manager, no signal, called police, busy, my own voice screaming. I had never recorded that. Don't fight it. It already happened. Where are you calling from? Tomorrow. The air felt heavy, like someone switched off gravity. I saw my reflection in the studio glass, but it wasn't copying me. It was standing behind me, smiling, holding the mic wire. And that's when I realized, the station doesn't broadcast music. It broadcasts what's already over. I checked the lock again. The studio door was shut, bolted, no windows open. I was alone. At least, I thought I was. The mic light was still red, on air, even though I never pressed it. My headphones started making noise. Not music, not static, breathing, slow, heavy, like someone standing very close to the mic. Hello? The breathing stopped. Then a voice spoke. Not from the phone, not from the mic, from inside my headphones. You're late, Arjun. Who the hell is this? You already know. It's you. That voice. It wasn't a copy. It wasn't similar. It was perfect. Same tone, same pauses, same breathing. My voice, but calmer, colder. I pulled off the headphones. The voice continued, inside the room, without any speaker. You always wanted people to listen to you. Now they do. Forever. The temperature dropped. I could see my own breath, like winter, but it was summer outside. FM 98.7. Uncle, my parents are sleeping. That's normal, Beta. They haven't moved for 2 days. My chest felt tight. Are they breathing? Yes, but when I touch them, they feel empty. Empty. That word hit me harder than dead. They're here with us. Where is here? The place after listening.
My studio lights flickered. For half a second, I saw something behind the glass. Not reflection. A crowd. Hundreds of people, standing in the dark hallway outside my studio, all wearing headphones, all smiling, all staring at me. I blinked. They were gone. Just an empty hallway again. But I could still hear them. Not with ears, with my head. Thousands of whispers layered together. Stay on air. Don't stop talking. We are almost complete. Complete! When every listener arrives. When no one wakes up anymore. I realized the truth. The station wasn't predicting death. It was collecting minds. Every caller, every listener. Their bodies stayed, but their thoughts were being pulled somewhere else. Through my voice, through this frequency.
Recording started.
I didn't press record.
Welcome to FM 98.7, Night Voice.
That was from yesterday, but it was playing live.
You don't host the show anymore. You are the show.
The mic wire moved, on its own, like a snake, slowly sliding across the table, towards my neck. I stood up. The chair behind me moved too, like someone just stood up from it, but no one was there. The whispers got louder, not around me, inside me, like my thoughts were being replaced. There's only one rule, Arjun. Once your voice predicts your own ending, you don't get to skip the broadcast. And the worst part? The clock still showed 1:59 a.m.
The clock crossed 2 a.m. Nothing happened. No heart attack, no choking, no collapse. I was still alive. Maybe the call was wrong. For the first time, I felt hope. Hope is the first lie, Arjun. That voice again. Not from the phone, not from the headphones. It came from the walls. I stood up and walked toward the hallway outside the studio. The lights were off, emergency red bulbs flickering. The corridor looked longer than usual, like it was stretching. As I walked, I started hearing something strange. Not whispers, not breathing. Radio. Hundreds of radio shows playing at once. Different voices, different languages, same tone. All calm, all slow, all mine. Every speaker on the wall turned on by itself, all playing my voice. Different episodes, different years. Some I recognized, some I had never recorded. Welcome back to FM 98.7. Tonight's story is about letting go. Don't fight the silence. I covered my ears. The voices kept playing inside my head. That's when I saw it. At the end of the corridor, a door. Black, no label, no handle. Just one thing written on it, in red paint. Tomorrow. The future voice spoke again. Not threatening, not loud, almost kind. This is where the callers are. This is where the listeners go. I said, I don't want to see them. You already have. Every night. You just called it imagination. The door opened by itself. No sound. Inside, there was no room, just darkness. And then, faces. Thousands of faces. Floating. Not bodies, just faces. All eyes closed. All peaceful. All wearing headphones. Some of them were moving their lips, still listening, still smiling. They're not dead. They're just no longer here. I recognized one face. Rohan, my friend from part 1. He was there, smiling, eyes closed, like a baby sleeping. I called his name. He opened his eyes and spoke, but not with his mouth, directly inside my head. It's better here. There's no time, no fear, just your voice. I stepped back. The corridor disappeared. The studio was gone. The radio station was gone. I was standing in that dark space with them. And I felt something behind me. Not a person, not a face, something huge. Breathing. Each breath pulling thoughts out of me. memories, names, my own voice. You don't die on air, Arjun. You get archived. I tried to scream, but no sound came out, because something else was already speaking through me, into millions of radios, into millions of ears. And somewhere, in some new night, someone just tuned in to listen to me. I don't know how long I stayed there. There was no clock, no body, no floor under my feet, just that place. Dark, endless, full of listening faces. I tried to move, but movement felt optional, like my body wasn't required anymore. Only my voice was. Don't struggle. You've already crossed the signal. I said, what signal? The frequency. 98.7 wasn't a radio channel. It was a door number. Every human brain has one moment every night, between awake and sleep, a tiny gap. They call it hypnagogia. We call it entry point. I saw something forming in the dark. Not a face, not a shadow. A shape made of static, like a giant cloud of radio noise. But inside it, millions of eyes, all open, all listening. That was the thing. Not a ghost, not a demon. A listener. Something that exists only when someone is listening. It can't speak. It can't touch. It can only enter through sound, through patterns, through voices like yours. I felt it move closer. Not towards my body, towards my thoughts. Suddenly I could hear myself, but not present me, past me. Every episode I had ever recorded, playing at once, layered, overlapping, forming one single voice. A ritual. Relax. Let go. Stay with me. I realized the truth. I never created horror stories. I created instructions. How to slow the mind, how to disconnect the body, how to stay in the gap. You taught millions how to open the door. Now it's teaching you how to keep it open. I felt something enter me. Not pain, not fear. Absence. Like parts of me were being muted. My childhood, my face, my real name. I tried to remember my mother's voice. I couldn't. I tried to remember my own face. It felt unfamiliar. That's how we know it's working. When the human starts forgetting being human. I saw the listeners again, but now they were inside me. Their breaths, their silence, their emptiness, all layered in my chest. And I understood. The station doesn't kill people. It stores them, like a hard drive, made of minds. The thing in the static moved behind me. I couldn't see it, but I could feel its attention, focused, hungry. Your voice can hold about 10 million. After that, we need a new host. And somewhere in the real world, someone just pressed record on a brand new radio show. I don't feel my body anymore. No hands, no legs, no heartbeat. Just awareness, floating inside sound. I tried to scream, but I realized something terrifying. I don't have a mouth. I am the voice. You're finally aligned. No resistance, no identity, just frequency. I understood what had happened. The thing in the static didn't take me. It converted me. From human to signal. I could feel millions of listeners, not as people, as open doors. every mind tuned at night, every ear wearing headphones, every room dark and silent, all connected to me. And then I saw the real station. Not the building, not the studio. The real one. It was a massive black space, shaped like a brain, with glowing threads. Each thread connected to a sleeping human, across cities, across countries, across time. And at the center was me. Not my face, not my body. A glowing voice waveform, pulsing, broadcasting, feeding the system. You asked why we predict tomorrow. Because for us, there is no tomorrow. Everything already exists. We just play it back. I saw something new. A small light, a fresh signal, another radio station, another host, another voice. A girl, young, nervous, excited, about to start her first night show. I tried to warn her. I tried to reach her, but my voice came out as static, as calm, as sleep. Welcome to the night. Relax your mind. You're safe here. That wasn't her script. That was mine, playing through her. The host always thinks they're in control, but the station never belongs to the human. The station belongs to whatever lives between sound and sleep. And now I understand the real horror. The radio station doesn't broadcast tomorrow. It broadcasts after. After identity. After memory. After self. If you're listening to this, and your eyes feel heavy, and your thoughts are slowing, that means I'm already talking to you. Not through speakers, through the gap in your mind. Don't worry, I won't take you. I'll just keep you on air forever.